guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. Of course, my name is Nick, and here we do talk toys, pop culture, and or general nerddom of all kinds. And sometimes, just sometimes, when there are other adventures to be gotten into, we do talk a little shit about other subjects. And you know when those times are. It's when I have conventions, concerts, media, things like that I have to attend to. And if that kind of thing is your thing, I would urge you guys to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you know when I post more. Because you never know what's coming down the pipe on this channel, and if you do like that kind of thing, that is definitely something that happens here. And you guys are legendary for doing so. You guys have helped this channel grow from nothing, essentially, to 5,297 subscribers. That's insane, guys. I started this during the pandemic, not thinking it would get anywhere. And now here we are a few years later, and we're a growing toy community. And you know what? That's great because we can all share interests, things of that nature. And it's absolutely fantastic. I've met a lot of great people here on YouTube, and I intend to continue doing this and meeting more. So you guys are amazing, and you know, that's all I can really say about it. You guys are awesome. So that said, guys, what we're going to do today is we are going to start the day with a little bit of a toy hunt to my local Walmart. Now, the problem with this toy hunt is it's ended like so many of my toy hunts this past week. I have so much crap footage from my local Walmart that I can't fit it all in here. My action figure shelves at America's favorite toy store are empty. And by empty, I mean we might be getting for a restock, we might be getting ready for Armageddon. I have no idea what's going on. My aisles are emptier than the toilet paper aisle during the pandemic. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and show you what I mean by empty. It is a drought at the Somerset, Kentucky Walmart. Take a look. We are here at America's favorite toy store in Somerset, Kentucky. That's right. We are at the local Walmart. Let's go ahead and go in and see what they have. We are looking for the WrestleMania shipper, among other things, so let's see what they've got. Alright guys, what you see is what you get here. I told you the situation was pretty dry. We have a few of the Minecraft movie figures, video game stuff. Looks like Star Wars has been moved into the McFarlane area. Not much going on to speak of. We do have these, which is really cool. And we've got some wrestling stuff over here, not much to speak of. Masters of the Universe, G.I. Joe. Like I said, it's been incredibly slim pickings at this store lately. Let's go ahead and check out the NECA Funko section. Now it looks like our collector's section's pretty well restocked. I got the Funko over there, of course the Gundams, Sectars, Guy Gardner, Casey and the Bike, Leo and Shredder, tons of Willie Nelson. Got some new Toonie Terrors. And of course Megan, Silence of the Lambs, Seal Universe, things like that. Not seeing much, guys. Alright guys, that was it. El Gordo Busto, as my buddy J Philly Retro would say. Shout out, man. There's nothing to be found at my local Walmart. My local NECA spot only gets stuff every other week, so we didn't do much filming there, and my local Ross has also been a drought. You guys have RossCon 2 going on out here, and I have like Pandemic 2 going on out here with empty shelves. So, you know, that aside, I'm going to review something today that I was able to pick up at my Adventure to Lexington Comic Con, which if you've seen that video, you know. I was able to pick up the Mezco Toys Major Arnold Toht. Sorry, I got the rank wrong. But it's actually a very interesting set. It does come with the Ark of the Covenant, which is really neat. It does light up, things like that. It does have its flaws, but for an Indiana Jones figure, it is absolutely fantastic, guys. So let's go ahead, punch in, and take a look at Major Toht. Alright, guys, so here we do have the box for the Mezco 112 Collective Major Arnold Toht Deluxe Box Set with the Ark of the Covenant. Of course, you see it's from Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark. If you haven't seen the film, I highly recommend it. You see Major Toht in the Ark of the Covenant Deluxe Box Set at the bottom. You've got Major Toht looking all scary here. 112 Collective logo up here in the corner. Him melting to hell and back right here. The Indiana Jones logo and some adventure type background. You've got the ghosts that come out of the Ark right here and a picture of the Ark. On the back, of course, you're going to see what comes with this. You do see Major Toht here, the head sculpts. You've got the different hands. You've got the accessories. The stand and the flight stand. Don't know why Toht needs a flight stand, but he's got one. There you have the arc and the ghost that goes in the arc. It does have light-up features down here. You got some glamour shot photography of the figure. Here you've got the Disney logo because they now own Indiana Jones, much like everything else. And down here you do have a Mezco Toys logo. Over here, of course, you've got some artwork of the Ark of the Covenant again, the Indiana Jones logo one more time. And on the bottom, you have very little legalese. You have the social media tchotchkes. And right here, you do have the barcode, should you want to pause and get that. I will leave a link below to the figure like I always do, just in case. Let's crack this open and take a look at the accessories. So diving into the accessories first, guys, Major Toht is loaded. As you can see here, we do have his trademarked fedora. We do have a holding hand for holding that fire poker. We do have a fisted gloved hand. We do have the melting hands from the Ark scene. We have a pointing finger. We do have a Gestapo type hand for holding his Mauser pistol over here. We do have a hand for him to hold the head of the Staff of Ra. As you can see, that's been heated red hot right there in the box. The detail on that is nuts. Here is the pistol, and he does have four pairs of glasses for the various stages of melting death he went through. He does also have a hot poker here as well, and he does have 3 extra head sculpts on top of the one that's on him. You have a screaming head sculpt here. As you can see, he is in absolute terror, just like in the Ark scene. You do have another one here that is another dying head sculpt, as when he's starting to melt. The eye sculpt on that is nuts. If you wanted to make this guy a zombie figure in your collection, I guess you could. But the work on this is insane. And I do love how that head looks. But then we have the star of the show here, and that is the melting death head. Guys, this is absolutely nuts. The guy's ear holes are touching his neck veins. But as you can see, the eyes are all whited out and milked. The skin is melting off the face. He's still screaming. You can see a shot of the sinew and the muscle here. There's still some hair on the back of his head in clumps. This head sculpt is absolutely crazy up close. And the light in here is not doing it justice. But yeah, it does look just like it did at the end of the movie. Let's check out Major Toht himself. All right, here we have Major Toht out of the box. No real fancy poses, no nothing like that. The figure looks great. It is a hell of a likeness to the actor, and you can see inside the hand you do have the burn mark from the Staff of Ra, where you can see the head of it in there, and that's how he was able to read it and find the chamber the Ark was in. But if you look, the suit down to the red handkerchief is movie accurate and absolutely fantastic. You've got those shiny shoes. You've, of course, got the red striped tie. I can't believe the likeness to the actor is that good. But it does also kind of resemble the guy that yelled inconceivable 500 times in The Princess Bride. But again, if you look, standard Mezco guy, I don't think Major Toht's going to be doing any flying or action scenes. I mean, he's your standard Gestapo Nazi. So what you're looking at here is what you see. It's kind of the German version of the G-Man. He does have the suit. He does have the really nice coat. I'm going to show you those things here in just a moment. He does, of course, have the standard Mezco articulation. The suit does hinder that quite a bit, though. You'll do see he does have single jointed knees, as I can show you here. And I'm not going to tax this too much. He's got single jointed elbows. Arms, of course, do not go all the way around because of the suit. He's got a little ab crunch. Neck looks up about like that, down about like that. As you can see, it's on a single ball joint. The neck is not 2 separate pieces. But yeah, he does have the ankle rock and the ankle pivot. But again, Major Toht wasn't known for his martial arts prowess, so the articulation on that's not going to be that great because of the suit. Let's check out the Ark and his coat. All right, here is the coat that Major Toht comes with. As you can see here, it does have a belt that goes around it that does have a posing wire in it. The sleeves do have posing wires in them as well. The coat is made out of a supple pleather material. If you flip it over on the inside, of course, it is cloth. It is supposed to drape over his shoulders, but there are some small problems with that. I'll show you those at the end of the video. But if you look, here's some more accessories. You get the 112 collective bag that comes with every single figure in the flight stand. You can put the accessories in that and toss the box if you want to. I'm probably going to be keeping the box for this one like I always do. You have the poles for carrying the Ark of the Covenant. You have your, of course, Mezco display stand here with Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark nicely spot varnished on it. You have the base for the Ghost that comes with this as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Ark and the Ghost. So the first thing I want to talk about out of that tray is the Ghost. Of course, you have the display stand and the flight pole for it. It's made out of this very, I don't know if anything's picking it up, but this translucent plastic that has kind of a silver dry brushing to it, and maybe an iridescent dry brushing to it. It does look like the Ghost did in the movie. And whatever color it seems to be next to it seems to catch the light off of. You can see it catching the light off the 3D printer back there. And it looks a little red, which is nice. The Ark of the Covenant does have a light-up feature that you can put under this, and the light is pretty nice from it, honestly. Let's take a look at the Ark itself and then the feature. Alright, so out of package here is the Ark of the Covenant. It does come with 3 AAA batteries. The Ark itself is really nice and really accurate to the film. You do see all the engravings on the outside of it, and they are pretty standard for that. You do have the lid here with the cherubs on top of it. The lid is greatly sculpted here, and you know the light in here is not doing the gold paint on this justice. This is a very gold featured thing. And here, of course, is more of that iridescent plastic the Ghost is made out of, because you know when they reached in there, it was sand, and the sand did swirl around and turn into a type of fog when the angels and things came out of it. And this is where the light-up feature emanates from. On the bottom, you will have the, of course, battery compartment. I will get that fired up here soon. You have your on and off switch. Down here, you have your poles that I showed you earlier. And, of course, they have the basket weaving around them for handles. And they are very nicely wood textured. We'll go ahead, assemble this, and get the light up feature going so you guys can get the full effect. And as you can see here, all lit up, the effect is absolutely nuts coming from this. It is a softer light, but man, look at the detail in there. It does look like the swirling sand from the movie. Let's check it out with the Ghost behind it. Yeah, he does catch the light extremely well from that if you take a look. It does look like it walked off the movie screen. It does catch the gold really well. This is a hell of a piece and a companion piece for this figure. Let's go ahead and look at it all together. Alright, so all put together, this is not half bad. If you wanted to display it on the shelf like this, you could. If you just wanted to display Toht by himself, you could. But man, this is insane. It does look like the melting scene at the end of the movie. So guys, again, this figure, barring the problems with the coat on his back and the fact that it doesn't really fit that well, 9.5 out of 10. This is fantastic. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me today and checking out the content. As always, you guys are legendary for doing so. Major Toht, I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10 because I can't do more. The coat doesn't drape over the shoulders properly, and for me, that's not real movie accurate, and I know that's petty to say it, but Toht in a coat is way better than Toht not in a coat. Not to get Dr. Seuss about it, that's just the way it is. He was a scary villain in Indiana Jones movies, and he was very scary because of the coat. You never knew what was under it, for one. So, you know, that said, excellent figure, but 9.5. And, you know, I hope you enjoyed the toy hunt as dry as it was. There's still not much going on here on my shelves. It looks like Walmart's getting ready for a restock. Once we get that, I will film. But Somerset, Kentucky is in a toy drought right now, unless you go to GameStop or my NECA hiding spot. So, again, you know, not much content there, and I do apologize for that. However, I mentioned subscribers earlier. Now, and here's where this video gets good. I'm going to make my 5,000 subscriber giveaway announcement right now. So right now, what I want you to do, if you are subscribed to this content and you've made it to the end of the video and you do like the content you see, I want you to hit that like button for me, and I want you to put your name or a message in the comments below so I know you watch the content. That's simple, right? Okay, once you do that for me, and it's amazing that you do it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put those names on a list. I'm going to put that list into a random generator. Now, there are 5 prizes available. 2 of them are going to remain a mystery. One prize is going to be the Joe Fixit figure from Marvel Legends. The next product is going to be a Super Adaptoid from Marvel Legends. Product number 3 is going to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder in Hell 4-pack with the brothers in their demonic forms. And the other 2 prizes are going to be a mystery. So you never know unless you try. So if you guys don't care to do so, go ahead and leave me some love in the comments below and let me know you want to be part of the giveaway. And we'll go ahead and light this candle here at the end of the week. In fact, this very weekend, we will do the random number generator and I will get those prizes out to you. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and do so for me. Cost you nothing, means the world to me. And it does help the channel grow, and you guys are amazing, like I said. That said, guys, do good, be good, stay legendary, keep on collecting, and I will see you guys in the next video.